Okay, so welcome po sa ating session 7 na ating Registered Master Electrician Board Examination Online Review na sa session na to po ay pag-uusapan natin ang tungkol sa electrical components, no? So, pag-uusapan po natin tungkol sa iba't ibang mga electrical components, no? From resistors, inductors, capacitors, including other electronic components po na kasama din po sa mga pwedeng mabasa sa dating na RMA board exam. Okay? So, unahin po natin yung resistor. So, ito po yung symbol ng resistor if we are going to have the symbol for US and Japan, no, which is the very common talaga na symbol ng ginagamit natin we are going to analyze electrical circuits. Ano po yung resistor? Yan, for IEC. Yung IEC po is International Electrotechnical Commission. So, this symbol are used po in Europe. Okay? So by definition, a resistor is a two-terminal electrical or electronic component that receives an electric current by producing a voltage drop between its terminals in accordance with Ohm's law. No? So meaning yung ating resistor, no, from the word resist, so binablock niya ang flow of current, thereby producing a voltage drop in our system. So yan po yung pinaka main purpose ng resistor. Okay, so application. So in general, resistor used to create a known voltage to current ratio into an electrical circuit. Now, if the current in a circuit is known, then the resistor can be used to create a known potential difference proportional to that current. Conversely, if the potential difference between 2 points in a circuit is known, our resistor can create a known current proportional to that potential difference or the voltage. So current limiting, so by placing a resistor in series with other component, so such as light emitting diode, so pwede po nating regulate or makat yung current flowing to that component, no, reducing it to a known safe value. So which is a very common po na gamit ng ating resistor as current limiting. So another example aside from light emitting diode, no, in motor starting, so ginagamit din po natin yung resistor to limit the starting current, thereby protecting the coil of our motors. So ito, no, a series resistor can be used also for speed regulation, no, of DC motors such as used in locomotives and transits. We have also an attenuator is a network of two or more resistor voltage value divider used to reduce the voltage of a signal. So yung attenuator po, so it is a made up network of two or more resistor which the main purpose is to divide the voltage na through that division or that voltage division, nire-reduce po yung voltage nating signal, thereby also reducing the signal itself. No? So the process of that is what we call as attenuation. No? Attenuation po yung nire-reduce po natin yung ating signal or the voltage of our signal. Then line terminator is a resistor that at the end of the transmission line or DC chain bus, no, such as in SCSI, designed to match impedance and hence minimize reflections of signals. Ito yung ginagamit, no, in transmissions, no, or signal transmissions. Or resistor dissipate heat, no, and thereby, no, the resistor, including the heating element of our heater, is what is behind this electric heater, no. Then types of resistor, we have fixed resistor. Kasi fixed resistor, yung kanilang ang value, resistance are fixed. Some resistor are cylindrical with the actual resistive material in the center composition resistor, which are now obsolete, or on the surface, the cylinder film resistor and conducting metal lead projecting along the axis of the cylinder at each end or axial lead. So, kagasan po yung ating resistors. Fixed resistors are cylindrical in shape. So there are carbon film and metal film resistor. Then power resistor come in larger packages designed to dissipate heat efficiently. So they are used at high power levels, no, which tend to be wire-wound types. Resistor used in computers and other devices are typically much smaller, no, so often in surface mount packages without wire leads. Okay. Ito po yung mga iba't ibang laki at klase ng ating mga resistor. So ito yung pinaka-common nakikita, especially in our testers, multi-testers natin, no? So these are usually also the mga power resistor usually used in transmission lines and high voltage or high power applications. Then metal oxide varistor, which is a special type resistor that changes in resistance with the rise in voltage. No, at very high resistance, so at low voltage, so below trigger voltage, and very low resistance at high voltage, no, above the trigger voltage. So kapag low yung ating voltage, high ang kanyang resistance. Kapag high yung voltage, pababa yung resistance. So that is a metal oxide varistor. So it acts as a switch. It, it is usually used for short circuit protection in power strips or lighting bolts. So ang mga arrestors po natin, or street power poles and a snubber in inductive circuits. Ito po yung mga iba't ibang types of resistor, no? So you could screenshot this one, and also for the channel Master Electrician channel members, so you will get the PDF copy of all the lectures po, no, sa ating mga Master Electrician channel members. Okay, so we have the carbon composition, ceramic composition, carbon film, metal film, metal oxides, cermet, wire wound foil. So yung pinakamaliit po natin po na yung klase ng ng na klase ng resistor are those po na surface mount na mga resistor. Okay? Then we have variable resistor. So the variable resistor is a resistor whose value can be adjusted, no, by turning a shaft or a sliding control to the to. It could be a potentiometer or a rheostat and allow the resistance of the device to be altered by hand. So if it is a rheostat, so it is used, no, it is a variable resistor with two terminal, one fixed and one sliding. So it is used for high current application. Potentiometer naman is common variable type resistor. One common use is volume controls on audio amplifiers and other amplification or other amplifiers. So thermistor po natin is a temperature dependent resistor, no? So we have the PTC or the positive temperature coefficient, no? If our thermistor is a PTC, so meaning when the temperature rises, no, the resistance also increases, no? Increase yung temperature, increase yung resistance. So they are often used for short duration current burst, no, for TV, no? So TV po natin and other electronic devices, no? Then you have the NTC or the negative temperature coefficient, no? Kapag nag-increase yung ating resistance, our temperature or pag nag-increase yung ating temperature, our resistance will drop, no? Yan. Okay, as a resistor is a semiconductor-based resistor with a negative temperature coefficient. So it is useful in compensating for temperature-induced effects in electronic circuits. Okay, so we have this question po. So, okay, so we have if a thermistor has a negative temperature coefficient, its resistance increase with an increase in operating temperature, decrease with a decrease in operating temperature, decrease with an increase in the temperature or ineffective operating. So the correct answer for this po is letter C. So yan po yung ating yung ating NTC, no? So kapag kasi negative siya, so kapag tumaas yung temperature, bababa yung resistance. Okay, so which of the following resistor has the smallest physical size? So that will be the surface mount resistors. Okay, varistors are insulator, nonlinear resistor, carbon resistor, or resistors with zero temperature coefficient. So they are also known as nonlinear resistors. Okay, then we go to resistor color coding. So 4-band eggshell resistor. So 4-band identification is the most commonly used color coding scheme on all resistor. It consists of 4 colored bands that are painted around the body of the resistor. So the scheme is simple. So yung first two numbers po, no, are the first two significant figures of our digit ng ating resistance value. The third is kung anong multiple siya ng 10A ma-multiply, and the fourth is the tolerance value. No? So we have here. So our usual color is black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white, gold, silver, and yung no band natin. Okay. So, itong ating first band, so this will be the first digit. Ating second band will be the second digit. The third, so kasi 4 band tayo, so dito tayo yung third natin is yung magiging multiplier. No? So it will be times 1, 10, no? Depende po sa kulay. At yung ating tolerance din po is depende sa kulay, which is the fourth band. Okay? So dito po tayo, no? From left to right yung basa natin. So yung green is 5, no? This one. Tapos yung blue is 6. Yung yellow po natin, so that is the third band. So that will be the multiplier. So that will be times 10 kilo. So times 10 kilo ohms. So, and ito naman is will be gold. So that is plus and minus 5%. So ito, so is equal times 10. So let's have our calculator here. So 56 times 10,000 in kilo. So that will be 560,000. So our temperature now is 560,000 ohms. That is plus and minus 5%. Okay? So yan, itong resistor na to, yan po ang kaniyang resistance value. Okay. Then we have also a 5 band. Wala tayo. Now, example. So a carbon film resistor is color-coded with red, violet, black, and gold stripe. What are its resistance and tolerance? So red, balik tayo, no? So that will be 2. So red natin is 2, violet. So violet is 7. Okay. So second digit, black is times, yung black po natin is times 1 ohms, no? So times 1 ohms. Tapos yung gold, no, that is plus and minus 5%. So that is 27 ohms plus and minus 5%. So that will be letter A, no? So balik tayo muna dito sa So in case po may hirap pa itong i-memorize. So just remember po the arrangement. So yung black po natin yung pinaka na color. So black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, gray, white, gold. No? So that will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So hanggang white po yung digit natin. Tapos yung gold, silver, at no band. So that will be all for tolerance. So 5%, 10%, and 20%. No? Okay. So same po dito sa ating 5-band color resistor. So ito pong first color with the first digit, no? Okay. Then the second color is the second digit. The third is the third color is the third digit. Tapos yung fourth is the multiplier, and yung fifth is the tolerance. So same pa rin po yung ating mga kulay. Now for this one, okay, so this will be red. So the first digit, that will be 2. Then blue will be 6. No? Then black, no, will be 0. So this will be, ito po ay orange. So that will be times 1 kilo ohms. And this one is silver, no, which is 10%. So 260 times 1,000 for 1K. So 260 times 1K. So it will be equal to 260,000. So we have 260,000 ohms plus and minus 10% tolerance. Okay. So we have here. So a metal film resistor is colored with brown. So brown, green, red, brown, and blue stripes. So yung brown po natin is 1. Yung green is 5. Okay. Yung red is 2. and this is brown. This will be times 10. No? Okay, so brown is times 10. So blue stripes natin, ang kanyang tolerance is 0.25. So plus minus 0.25%. Yan. So we have 152. So we have 152 times 10. So is equal to 1,520. So the correct answer for this one is letter D. Okay. Then we have inductors. So the inductor also called coil or a choke or a reactor. So an inductor is a passive electrical equipment. So it only stores energy but does not use the current or just allow the current flow. So inductor is widely used for power supplies, filters, and amplifiers. So they are also commonly used in transformer, which are used to transfer electrical energy from one circuit to another. So the inductor, no, like the capacitor, inductor stores energy temporarily. But unlike capacitor, inductor stores energy in this magnetic field, no? Sa kanyang magnetic field. So this yung sinasabi natin magnetic field, which is not the electric field. No? So when the source is removed, the magnetic field collapse, no? Thereby releasing also the stored energy. So the unit for the inductor, no, is rated at Henry, or the inductance is measured in Henrys. Yan. So Henry is a measure of the intensity of the magnetic field that our inductor can produce. So it can range from millihenry to microhenry, especially in electronic application. Kapag sa ano naman tayo, electrical, so Henry, no, minsan natin kilohenry. So depending on the application also. So inductors are simply coils of wire, but they could be wire wound, can be wound around a permeable material or a semi-magnetic material, or can be wound like a circular form or donut or toroidal form. So ito toroidal, ito yung meron tayong permeable material, or ito lang, no? Air lang yung sa gitna niya, yung gap. Okay, so the amount of inductance is influenced by the number of turns. So mas mataas yung turns, mas mataas yung inductance, the diameter of the coil. So the larger the diameter, the higher the inductance, spacing between turns. So mas malapit yung spacing, mas mataas yung inductance, size of wire used. So the larger the wire, the higher the inductance, and the type of the material inside the coil. So if it is a soft iron core, no, it could have a higher resistance or a higher inductance. Okay, so the voltage inductor is given with this formula, no? Okay. So we have E is equals to L I over T. So I will kasama. So E is the self-induced voltage in volts. Yung ating L is the self-inductance in Henry. Yung I is current in amperes, and yung T naman is in time. So this is used to calculate the self-induced voltage po ng ating inductor. Okay, for example, so how much is the inductance of a coil that produces 500 volts when the current changes at the rate of 5 milliamperes in 2 microseconds? Okay, solution. Okay, so our voltage here is 500 volts. Current is 5 milliamperes. So this is equals to 5 times 10 to the power of negative 3 amperes. And our time is 2 microseconds, or equal to 2 times 10 to the power of negative 6 seconds. Okay, so the formula natin, E is equals to L I over T. So solving now for natin dito, L, which is the inductance. So L, so cross multiply natin, that is E times T over I. So substituting, we have 500 volts times our time is 2 times 10 to the power of negative 6 seconds. And our current is 5 millihenry or 5 times 10 to the power of negative 3 amperes. Okay, so using our calculator, okay, so we have 500 times 2 times 10 to the power of negative 6 over, okay, so that will be 5 times 10 raised to the power of negative 3 or 5 milliamperes. So we have 0.5, 1 over 5 or zero point 0.2 Henry. Okay. So the correct answer for this one is 0.2 Henry, which is letter B. Okay. Then these are the types of inductors, the composition and applications. We have an air core conductor, an iron core conductor, ferrite conductor, and a powdered iron inductor. So they are usually used for this application. Radio transfer antennas, audio amplifiers for iron core, sub SMPS, electromagnetic different filters and RF, tune circuits and RF amplifiers. Now we have also the toroidal, the variable inductor, shock inductor, multi-layer chip inductor, which is usually used in mobile phones, and the compact electronic, and coupled inductor, which is on transformer and DC to DC converters. Okay, so inductor performance with DC current. So when DC current is applied to an inductor, it will increase its magnetic field, opposes the current flow, and the current is at minimum. So if our inductor is connected on a DC current, so minimum po yung current na magpo-flow from our inductor. Finally, the magnetic field is at its maximum when the current is flows to maintain the field. As soon as the current source is removed, the magnetic field begins to cool up and creates a rush of current in other directions, sometimes at very high voltage. So the energy stored in an inductor is given with this formula. W is equals to 1 half L squared, wherein W equals the energy stored in joule, L is the inductance in Henry, and I is the current in ampere. Okay, so which of the following circuit elements will oppose the change in circuit current? So that one will be inductance. So by definition, yung ating inductance may siya magnetic field, which thereby, if nasa maximum yung field natin, so it will maintain the flow of our current. So hindi na mag-change itong flow ng unless the source is cut off. So if a current of 3 amperes is flowing on a 5 millihenry inductor, how much energy is stored on it? Okay, solution. So we have W is equal to 1 half Li squared. So 1 half, yung ating Henry is 5. So this 5 times 10 to the power of negative 3 kasi milli siya. Times 3 amperes squared. So using our calculator, 0.5 for 1 half times 5. 5 times 10 is the power of negative 3. Okay, times 3 squared. Okay, so that will be equal to, so that will be equal to 0.000225, So the work is equals to 0.002, okay, 225 joule. Okay, so yan po yung ating sagot. Okay, what should be the inductance for an inductor to store 50 joule 20 amperes? Okay, solution. Okay, okay, so given natin yung ating work is 50 joule, yung ating current is 20 amperes. So 20 amperes. So the formula, so that will be 1 half Li squared. Yung hinahanap po is inductance. So inductance is equal to 2 W over I squared. So we have 2 times 50 divided by 20 squared. Yeah. So we have 2 times 50 over 20 squared. This is equal to 0.25. No? So our inductance is 0.25 Henry. Okay. Then we have the capacitor. So the capacitor is measured in capacitance. So capacitance is measure of how well a capacitor can store electrical energy. So this is the formula. C equals to Q over E. Of course, we have already tackled this one po sa ating second session po, about basic electricity. So our Q is charge, our E is voltage, and our C is capacitance, in which the unit is in farad. Okay, so electrolytic capacitor is rated 60 farad. It is connected to a 220 volt source. So what is the amount of charge in the capacitor? Okay, solution. Okay, so we have C is equals to Q over E. So solving for Q, so cross multiply na natin yan, that is C times E. So our capacitance is 60 farad. Then our voltage is 220 volts. Okay, so we have 60 times 220, so that would be equal to 13,200. So equal to 13,200 coulomb, which is letter A. Yeah. Okay, so a capacitor stores 0.24 ohms, coulombs at 10 volts. So its capacitance is, okay, solution. So in other words, capacitance, so it is Q over E. We have 0.24 coulomb divided by 10 volts. Okay, so calculate on it. 0.24 divided 10. So this is equal to 0.024. So we have 0.024 farad now, which is letter A. The capacitor, the physical construction. So capacitor are rated by the amount of charge that it can hold, the voltage handling capabilities, and the insulating material between the plates. So yan po yung basis ng ating capacitance. So the capacitor will hold a charge depending on the conductive plate surface area, the space between the plates, and the material between the plates. Okay, so properties of an capacitor. So the dielectric strength, so defined as the electrical strength of an insulating material. Now, if it is sufficiently strong, so it could hold strong magnetic field, of our insulator. No? So the dielectric breakdown is the failure of the insulating material to prevent from current, from the flow of current in our capacitor. Then the dissipation factor is the loss of AC power, or the loss of power in a capacitor if an AC current is applied. Okay, so these are the different types of capacitors. We have ceramic class 1, 2, we have film. These are the dielectric, paper, aluminum, tantalum, electrolytic, niobium, electrolytic glass, and mica. There are the yung kanilang mga permittivity, and also their usual dissipation factor, and the material, at kanyang range of their capacitance in microfarad. Okay, so for making capacitor, it's better to select a dielectric having, so ano ba yung dito nahingi nito, we say dielectric, so it has a high. The correct answer for this one is letter B. Okay, so the dissipation factor for good electric of a good dielectric is in order of source. Maliit yung dissipation factor, much better. Kasi konti na yung naloloss niya na power if you applied AC. For which of the following parameter variation, the capacitance of the capacitor remains unaffected. So, if ibabalikan po natin dito, yan. So, the plate surface area, space between the plates and the material. So, dito, so wala pong sinabi na thickness of the plate. No? Thickness of the plate. Yan. So, kasi ang ano lang is yung material, yung distance, at yung ano, area ng ating plate. So, correct answer is letter D. The capacitor behavior in DC. So, when connected to a DC source, the capacitor charges and holds the charge as long as a DC is applied. No? So, hindi po siya katulad ng inductor na agad-agad no, nawawala yung kanyang stored energy. So, the capacitor essentially blocks DC current from passing through. So, meaning hindi niya pinapayagan na may magpasa kanya ng current. No? So, it will only store the current on its electric field. Okay. So, the unit of capacitance is farad, which are usually in micro, nano, and pico. So, if you could say micro, 10 to the negative 6. If you say nano, 10 to the negative 9, at pico is 10 to the negative 12. Okay. So, the energy stored in a capacitor is given by the formula 1 half C squared. No? Katulad po ng formula sa inductance. Pinalit lang is the capacitance and the voltage. Okay. So, how many joules is in a 20 farad at 60 volts? No? So, W is equals to 1 half C is squared. So, we have 1 half times 20 farad times 60 volts squared. Okay, so we have 0.5 times 20 times 60 squared. So this is equal to 36,000. So our joule is equal to 36,000 joule. Okay, so let's proceed. So the capacitor can store 300 joule at 30 volts. What is the capacitance? So solution. So W is equals to 1 half C E squared. So hinahanap po natin is yung C. So C is equals to 2W over E squared. So we have 2 times 300 joule over 30 volts squared. So this is equal to, so 2 times 300 divided by 30 squared. Okay, so we have 2/3 or 0.67. Okay, so 0.67 farad. Okay, so an electrolytic capacitor can be used in, so it could be used in, so balikan po natin yung ating table dito for the application. Ang ating types of capacitor, so electrolytic. Okay, so voltage niya, so polarized. If that is polarized, it could be only used for DC, DC. Okay, kasi polarized, hindi pwede pong magbaliktad yung positive at negative. The capacitance of capacitor is not affected by so katulad ng question kanina, thickness of plate. Okay, so a 4-volt EMF is applied across a 1 farad capacitor. It will store an energy of, so solution. So capacitor, so 1 half C is squared. So we have 1 half times 1 farad. We have 4 squared. So that will be 16 divided by 2 kasi 4 squared 16 times 1 16. So 16 divided by 2. So that will be 8 joule, which is letter B. So other electrical components, as well as electronic components, we have a diode, a semiconductor device, But this is essentially acts as one-way switch. So we have the forward and reverse bias. Forward bias on, reverse bias off. Now, so a transistor is a miniature semiconductor, which is consist of a group of diodes. No? An electric circuit naman is also known as a chip or a microchip or a microelectronic circuit, which consists of millions of tiny resistor capacitor diodes. And a vacuum tube is also called as a bulb in British English. It's an electronic device used in older model. No? It's the very first transistor. In semiconductor terms, we have forward biasing, so meaning putting the voltage across the diode that allow the currents to flow easily or the on state of our diode. Reverse biasing naman is putting the circuit in the voltage on the different side of our diode, thereby not allowing the current flow or the off state of our diode. Then doping, so the intentional application of impurities of our semiconductor, no, for the purpose of modulating its electrical, optical, and structural properties. Then we have hole. No, hole is the absence of electron in our semiconductors. Emitter, so part po yan ng ating resistor which is heavily doped no, compared to the base and the collector. The base naman is yung part ng resistor na extremely small less than the emitter, no? And the collector is the moderately doped or the size of the collector is between the emitter and the base of our transistor. Then amplification is the process of increasing the magnitude of a signal. So amplification po yung pag-increase, attenuation po yung pag-reduce. Power electronics is application electronic to control and conversion of electrical power. So active component requires source of energy. No? Yan po yung mga part ng ating circuit that will use the current. Passive naman components are just the devices of our circuit that will only allow the flow of current but will not use the current itself. So we have here a graph. No? So our active components are the transistor, diode, lead, photodiode, integrated circuit, operational amplifier, 7-segment display, and battery. Passive naman natin siya ng resistor, RDR, thermistor, capacitor, inductor, switch, variable resistor, and our transformer. Okay, so I believe that will be all for this session. So I hope you understand something in this video. Of course po, this online review is available po on my YouTube channel, no, on which the Master Electrician channel member could see or could watch in advance, no, the episode. So weekly po, no, 2 times a week meron po tayong episode na ina-upload every Tuesday and Thursday, no. Yung mga Master Electrician channel members po could see 3 episodes, no, ahead, no, compared to those mga hindi channel members. Of course, if you have you support the channel more po, so you could be an Master Electrician channel members. Of course, kapag umabot po kayo sa part ito ng video, so you have already done so much to just support the channel and continue po. Ito po yung ginagawa natin for us, for every electrical practitioner to be a licensed electrical practitioner, which is a registered master electrician. Okay, so I hope you learned something in this video. Of course, ito po sa Engineer Iking. As always, enjoy learning.